Okay, so with the sheer volume of new people, new characters, and returning players that are joining the guild, joining the game, whatever, I thought I would update the help videos because they're a little outdated. They're talking about Spider Society being the best in a while. Spider Society is actually still fucking good, but they are they're still decent. Let me say that they're still decent, but they're 100% getting outclassed by Vigilante for starters, and 100% getting outclassed by the new Tech Raid team, Insidious 6. So they're not top tier anymore, but if you have them and you've built them, don't feel too bad. You'll still be able to do raids. Just make sure you're updating to Vigilantes. People are always trying to act fucking weird. You could be on the complete other side of the road and they're still gonna act fucking brand new while in their car. Anyway, okay, so let's start with the most important mode in the game, raids. Right now, the new raid team is Insidious 6. They're the tech team, and they have the added benefit of also being Sinister 6, which you do need to unlock Hobgoblin, not Hobgoblin, Green Goblin Classic. He's outdated as hell these days, but I would still put money on him any day of the week over even some new characters. It's just his passive is just so insane. He lowers damage, he lowers resistance, he does an auto attack, an AoE auto attack. Granted, the new Phantom Rider has that too, an auto attack. What is the auto attack for? It's on your turn or on turn. Okay, his turn. Green Goblin Classic is auto attack AoE 3 times anyone's turn, any enemy's turn. So that's a mite bit more impressive, and then you can give him more. Anyway, so Insidious 6 is the new tech raid team, filled with characters that you're going to need for multiple different modes. Like you're going to need a city villain team, Insidious 6, plus the new raid team. Vulture is meta on almost every city villain team. He's just a damn good character. Shocker's a damn good character too. Not on the scale of Vulture, but so investing in them helps short term and long term because they're going to be the tech raid team for at least. Orcus was the tech team for I don't remember, 3, 4, 5 months, maybe even half a year. So getting them might take some time, but you're going to be using them for a while. And they're going to be good characters, and you're going to need them for different modes anyway. So, and then let me see, Mutant team is Hellfire Club. This team is a little bit different because the only reason you're going to get these characters is because of the Mutant Raid team. Otherwise, I'm not going to say they're bad characters because that's going to be incorrect, but you're only really getting them because of the Mutant Raid team. God, fucking damn. Driving like 2 miles an hour. Jesus Christ. I can walk faster than people driving. Okay. So it's a Hellfire Club. And then, now here is a doozy. The Fantastic Four is the new arena meta team. But it's not so cut and dry. Like, you have them, you'll instantly beat the old meta team. Having them is good, important. They're a solid team for arena, but it's not like you have them, you win. You have them, you have a better chance of winning. But if you have Mephisto and all those other guys, but since I'm talking to more newer players, having them would put you ahead of the curve in arena, because most likely other newer players are not going to have them, and they'll pretty much run rampant in that arena for a while. I mean, lower tier arena. And higher tier arena, you're facing Mephisto and all these other stupid characters, so it's touch and go. Unless you have a Mephisto and you have an Odin. So, but I'm talking to more lower level players, and returning players. So having them is very important for Arena. Thunderbolt is bio. As you can see, mine is trash in terms of power, because I'm not gonna, like I said, they're not a bad team. It's just that right now I haven't felt a need to invest in them because they're not outstanding characters outside of where you need them, which is raids, and I do just fine with where they're at. Obviously, if we're going to fight higher in tiers of difficulty, you're going to want them to be a higher levels of power. But from where we are, my team is fine. Vigilante is a skill team. Vigilante is ridiculously powerful, and their city skill. So wherever you have a city check, most Dark Dimensions have city and villain checks. City villain checks and city hero checks. I think the only one that's not city hero is Electra, so she won't pop up on the roster for city skill hero. So you don't have to build her up if you're trying to build her up for Dark Dimensions on the Vigilante team. Otherwise, yeah, Hera and Punisher are like the ones that you don't really need. They're good to have, but you don't really need them. You can replace them with Oath and Blade. They're city heroes, and you need them for Mystic. Anyway, the Uncanny Avenger team is there. You need them for raids too, technically. I'd focus more on the Cardinal role teams. City, Mystic, Bio, Tech, and Skill, rather than anything else. Here's the really important one right here. Astral. I would say in terms of importance, it's Raid and Arena, tying for first place, and then Battle World. Pretty much all the team-based modes are more important than the single-player modes, except for Arena, because Arena kind of helps you participate more effectively in the team-based modes by getting more gems. But it's like some kind of, you got to cook the books and like move your head around. Like, I need the Arena team. Like, do you really? Yeah, you do. But anyway, Astral is built towards beating Null more effectively. So if you just auto, like mine with auto, I could get up to 100 million damage. With manual, probably double that, but I don't want to, because just with auto it takes like 5 minutes, maybe 4 minutes. I don't know. It's not fast. So, but yeah, Astral team. The reason the Astral team is good is because they do barrier cleanse, which is very important in the Null battle. And they have Null has this thing where he makes you attack your team, but what they have is the ability to lower the damage they can do when they're forced to attack the team. So that's why that's what makes them stand out in terms of any other team, because all their skills are built so that they can be effective in Battle World. But basically, any team that has barrier removal, bleeds, and lowers damage dealt to allies will do fine. And if you can get assists and extending debuffs are pretty valuable too. I was workshopping back when I really cared about Battle World, but now you just auto it and then you win. It's not very, it's not a fun mode. Okay. Night Stalker team is the Mystic team, and Orcus is the old Tech team, but they also have the benefit of being a global villain team, which you're going to need for a few modes. So if you do want to build them, you're not going to be... I would hold off on building them. But you do need a global villain team for certain checks in the game. Off the top of my head, I don't remember, but there's a few global villain checks. And having a team that's like let me see. Because maybe there's characters that are global villain that you can make use of without... Let's see, origin, traits, no. I hate I still hate this. After all this time, I still hate it. There we go. Villain. Okay, so global villain. Yeah, your best bet is Orcus. Like, let me see. I was gonna say that and just move on, but look at that. 3 out of the... Actually, let me see. Madeline Pryor, Emma Frost, Sebastian Shaw. 3 out of the 5 characters on Hellfire Club are global villains. So, and you need the New Mutant team anyway. Orcus is being phased out. You need the New Mutant team anyway. So... God damn it. I guess you can just do that. Build up 3 of the characters from the Hellfire Club team, since you need them anyway, and they're not bad characters, like I said, especially Sebastian Shaw. I think he's an on-spawn tank that can really take a beating. And then you just need 2 more characters. I don't know. I'm not seeing it. I guess you can use leader, but they're probably going to be phasing out Cabal soon anyway. I don't know if that's a good idea. I was gonna, obviously the choice could be Apocalypse, but most of the times it's like non-mythic, non-legendary, and so I usually exclude him. And I'm looking at Agatha. Agatha has a really good follow-up. When an enemy is low HP, she follows up with a disrupt and a damage attack, and then she can extend buffs. So she's decent, and you're gonna have her built anyway for the Night Stalkers team. So I guess you can use Agatha. So that'd be 4, and then 5 would just I guess Taskmaster is pretty good. I think he does assists on villains. Let me see. No, certain villain types. Okay, so. I'll have to get back to that later. Oof. Yeah, I'll have to get back to that later. But anyway, I was asked. I wasn't asked. It's more like an implied question. What is the most important modes to be preparing for in this game? Raids, then Arena, tied for first, Battle World, War, Blitz, what else is there? Everything else, just whatever you use for Raids and Arena and Battle World, just trickle them down, if you're getting stressed out about Blitz, you're probably still a beginner. I know I was when I was a beginner, so no harm. You'll just figure out wow, this is really unimportant. And it is, Some people compete really hard for that. I don't know why. Actually, I do know why, because I think they give good rewards. I play Blitz maybe once a week. There's multiple Blitz events, but I play it once a week. It's just because after with mobile games, they're really competitive, and you're like, you're not competitive? I'm very competitive. but I'm not going to compete with my wallet, which is ultimately what a mobile game is. You know, whoever's going to pull out their wallet the most, and that's not going to be me. So I still have my fun. You'll still have your fun. But if you're trying to compete, you're going to be using your wallet. And if you want to do that, that's fine. But I can't advise you on that. My best wallet strategy. Oh, anyway, Secret Warrior is the new war team. It sucks. The team. I looked at it. It sucks. But what I really, really, really like is this dude right here. Because look at this. On turn, he deals, I think it was up to 300% damage and clears charge. Just on his turn, he's doing that damage. That is nuts. What's another character that does that? Hank Pym does that, but on a lower percentage. And he does, I think, a flip. But that's relatively useless because most of the current teams have safeguard on spawn. So unless you're using Ares and you're Ares and War, then you're not going to be flipping anything. So it doesn't really matter. And Ares already does the flip. So, you know, I think, yeah, he does. And I think he does a cleanse more than a flip. Yeah, he does a cleanse. He takes away your safeguard, cleanses, takes your buffs, and then... Anyway, and it's not tied to war. That's what I like. It's not tied to war. And then on non-summon enemy death, gain revive once. On revive, clear all negative sets, blah, blah, blah. He gains 25% dodge chance and 3,000% focus when he has revive once. So, on turn, reduce the duration of 3 random positive effects by 1 on all enemies. Jesus. I like it. I like it a lot. Do I think he's a top tier? Of course not. Do I think he's cool? Of course. I think he's a solid freaking character. He has drain on his basic. He can flip. Some of his stuff is tied to war, which sucks, but, you know. It is what it is. Do not go out of your way to get him. That's my take. He's a good character, but he's not one you're going to sacrifice resources over. But he's damn good. I like him. I like him. Available in Battle Pass. Oh, okay. So you can get him pay to win. Let me see. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, I get what they're doing with him. 35, 40. They're doing the Ares thing with him. He's not on the same level as Ares. Hold on, let me see. Ares brings something that few characters do. He neutralizes on spawn stuff. So, in war, which is he's a war character too. So what Ares does is on spawn, he'll neutralize safeguard, take all the enemy buffs, and then I think he flips them or just takes them. I have to check it. This guy, he doesn't do anything near that powerful. Hold on, let me see. I wasn't really looking at his war stuff. Okay, that's good. Oh, that's good. You won't be able to counterattack, you won't be able to evade, and you won't be able to deflect if he has revive once, which he spawns with it, and then you have to kill him to take it off. Ooh, that's deadly. And that's not tied to his team. When this character has revive once, okay. And now this is tied to his team, which his team freaking sucks. His team freaking sucks. Oh boy. But cannot feel speed bar for themselves or allies. That's good. That's really good. But again, his team sucks. So, and it's tied to a team, so it's not really ideal. Okay. So Ares is the better unit overall, since he's not tied down to a team. Some of these guys' effects works without his team, but some of them requires his team, which I don't like too much. Yeah, you see? I mean, some of it's... Let me look at his team again. I accidentally turned this into a team analysis, but you know, it's helpful. You know, you guys get to see what's important in a character. It depends on how you want to play. I like characters that are flexible, that you can use on all different types of teams. If you have a character that says this guy needs 5 villains to use his skills, I don't like that. Because what if I want to play him with Nick Fury and other characters? I can't, because he needs 5 villains to be effective. And that's lame. But it's lame, but again, at that same time, if it was just 5 villains, that's very open when compared to what we get in the game. Some characters, I just gotta click on this one. A random character has 2 Insidious 6 allies. The game handholds you into using the characters they want you to use to get the effects that you want. So it's not like this character lowers the accuracy of all enemies by 100%. That's not how it works. This character lowers the accuracy by 100% if you have Dr. Octopus, Spider-Man, and 3 other guys. Like, oh, okay, so I have to just use this team and that's that. There's no nuance, there's no creativity. It's just do that and that's it. So that is a flaw, but some characters are more flexible. Mostly like the legendaries, and sometimes off characters are flexible. But now we're going to look at Secret Warriors, because Secret Warriors is not a good team. Jesus Christ. I don't even want to look at it. So I guess she's the tank. Not impressed so far. I mean, I just looked at the passive, but the passive sets you up for failure or success, and that's stinky. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Applies energy for Phantom Rider. Wow. Okay, so Phantom Rider gets 2 energy because it's for Secret Warriors and then 1 for Phantom Rider, so he gets 2 energy when you use this. All right. And this is actually not tied to war, so she can give energy outside of war, but it's on a 5 turn, so turn 1 she gets 4, and then turn 2 then she gets to do the energy thing, but I mean, oh my goodness. It's not, oh my god, garbage, but it's not great. It's just not great. Okay, so that's good. On enemy turn, fill speed bar by 10%. And that's not tied to war. Alright. On successful dodge by Secret Warrior, bury that ally. Okay, so she can help Yo-Yo tank. Okay. What? She's a taunt too? Fuck. Let me rephrase my assessment. This team is good in their singular, unimportant mode. That's the case with almost all war teams. Even old war teams are strong characters that aren't war teams. That's just how it is. War passives are just so busted sometimes because war is so unimportant. Most people just throw down shield units and then call it a day. That's what we do. Sometimes guys go gung-ho and put good characters on. That's fine too. I don't know how they can make war better. I just know that war as it stands is just not important. You get the resources, you move on. You get the resources, you move on. But I like the idea of it. I like being able to cooperate with my team to destroy other teams. I mean, that's what I used to do growing up. Anyway, this video is a lot longer than it meant to be. You could have stopped like 15 minutes ago, so if you kept watching, you're weird. That's cool though.